1963, our Pan-African leaders come together to undo the boundaries imposed upon us by the Berlin Conference. Sadly, when they went to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, they were divided. We had the Casablanca group, who were the Pan-Africanists and said, Africa for the Africans, African Union now. That was Ghana, Guinea, Mali, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. The rest of the 25 other countries, they were the nationalists. They said, let's go slow. So they won. We often say in 1963, when the Casablanca group lost, Africa lost. 55 years later, we are still going slow. But all is not lost, my brothers and sisters. Last year, March in Kigali, finally, the African heads of states come together and say, enough is enough. This insanity cannot and must not continue. So they signed and agreed on what we are now calling the African Continental Free Trade Area. 52 African countries, 52 African heads of states signed on this. And after the leaders agreed on that, they then have to go back to their countries and put this decision through their parliament. We call that ratification. Out of the 52, they only needed 22 countries to ratify. But I have to tell you, the world never thought it was going to happen. There were some, they told me personally, Ambassador, this CFTA, it's going to be a piece of paper in a drawer. Ratifications, they take years, this is never going to happen. Where there's a will, there's a way. March 2018, the heads of states agreed on the decision of the African Continental Free Trade Area. March 2019, exactly 12 months later, the 22nd ratification was deposited to the African Union. Hallelujah! May 30th, this month, implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area begins. Also last year was an amazing year, and we must give credit where credit is due. The heads of states came together again, 2018, for the African Continental Free Trade Area to succeed. The children of Africa must be free to move and live and work where they choose on the continent. They signed what they call the Protocols for the Free Movement of People. And even as we are going through the process of ratifications, many countries, over 40 countries in Africa now, the heads of states